I'm watching it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get the preseason started. Off we go from the Superdome. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Ooh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Crazy.
On the ground, here is Achane. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Foye Aluakun with the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Ooh, I gotta go to the bathroom.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's to the rookie, first-round pick, Jordan Tyson. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Shuck looking to throw on first down. That one caught Devon Vele. They're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Shuck. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Get up, youngster.
They bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He may have earned himself a little lecture about not sliding, especially when you're in a preseason game. But he did pick up the first down. A run, and it's Achane. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Shuck. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. On 3rd and long, here's Shuck. Defense there to contain the scramble. They stop him well short
good drive.
of the first down mark. The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This one will be from 37 yards out. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Saints are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Oh,
Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. And he'll be brought down.
what the fuck was that, bro? I couldn't even move my nigga.
So, after giving up a field goal to start the game, they come out hot and get a quick first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at
Give
a
a
high
nigga
level,
free
Mike,
10
for a long
yards.
time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Shit fucking up, bro. I can't even play this game right now. What the fuck? I can't move my nigga. This shit stutters and I can't fucking move.
Some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
This is how I would run an offense if I was an offensive coordinator, Mike. You pack them in tight to throw, and then in this case, you spread them out wide. 4 wide receivers, make them defend the whole field, and it really opens up some run lanes inside and helps lead to that big gain.
On first down, they'll go back to 2.
Touchdown, of course. Like, what are we doing, bro? At least that time it let me fucking put up a fight.
Save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down. Here's a run with
Thank you.
Abdullah. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Soft zone.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And the Jags going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
Barring some type of disaster with that big pass pickup, it puts them in position now where they feel like they can at least walk away with points off this drive. I just feel like it has to be 6. I feel like anything less than that will be a letdown.
Good blocking, and he's in. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That's my fault, bro.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars move out to a 7-3 lead.
Saints 3.
That was a fluke, and we'll be all right.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. From the pistol, here's Achane. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
This time the sledding
Block,
becomes a
80.
little more
Block,
difficult
0.
to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You got a block, bro.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Jesus, this nigga was just assaulted.
11 yards on the pass there. First down, New Orleans.
First down. First and 10 at the
Jesus.
40-yard line.
On the carry, it's H.A.
Oh, come on, bro. You're getting dominated. You're out here getting pushed in the backfield.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up.
I didn't put Rattler in the game. Ugh.
Out of the gun, Rattler. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Come on, bro. I'm in 3 photos, niggas in shotgun, and we ain't getting no type of penetration, no nothing.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now this looks like a design run. Nothing. Met at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
You could see the quarterback once he got the snap. He was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short.
Come on, bro. It's hard flat. You got your back turned to where you. Who were you looking at? 54.
The ball game, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to
We're gonna
find
get gashed in the run. There we go.
They got to get off the field.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get this one out to Allen.
Tackle.
He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Open man.
Bro, is anybody else seeing this shit? I can't even play my fucking defense, bro. What's going on?
They've got it inside the 15. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at had a good time as they get the conversion on third down. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it, and this is LaQuint Allen fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Rodriguez. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
You got to go over there. It's fucking hard flat, bro. It's hard flat.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
You shouldn't even be looking over here.
And the Jaguars extend their advantage to 14.
Yeah, well, it's a meaningless game, you know what I'm saying? But let's just get the reps in, because y'all niggas on bullshit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Oh my God, bro.
A fake to Kamara, and now Rattler. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
I don't know, is it my connection or his, but this shit is terrible. That shit stutters and I'm not able to move.
Nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They'll go play action here with Rattler. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Let's see some of those from the regular season. That's the first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Alvin Kamara. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Kamara. Good blocking to the 15. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
22 yards.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's Miller. Powering forward. He's in. Kendra Miller. Touchdown, New Orleans. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Saints are back within 4. It is 14-10.
14. Saints 10. Charlie Smith.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Allen. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 29, here's second and 8. Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll come up on a second down and 8. He'll look to throw. To the right side.
Shit.
Hauled in by Myers. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and that throw.
Oh, gonna kill that boy.
It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
So the hope is your 1 third down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
God damn it.
Job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's Rattler on first and 10. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of this. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, here's Rattler. Forced to his right. He'll try to run for it.
Good awareness there on third down. He's thinking
Them boys covered the shit out that route.
Head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. That one out wide for Kamara. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
This will be a 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. That's caught.
That's first down. That's crazy.
5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
And 1.
They'll try and run for this with Kamara.
Nice job by the running back making the
Whatever.
first down miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Saints going to send out their new punter here in 2026. Here comes Ryan Wright. Back deep is Amir Abdullah. So, 1 half in the books. Second
That was the
half
first
coming up.
down. That was
You're
crazy.
watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Charlie Smith to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run here.
Oh,
with
come on,
Rodriguez.
man.
And they'll be taken
Come on.
down up at the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at
16
Toya,
yards
come
and
on.
a solid start to the half with a 1st down.
Shit crazy.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down
Shit is
success.
really crazy.
Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Shit,
And
5-3.
he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. You attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme. And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. To the left side, it is caught by Myers.
Complete to
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
See what they do on 3rd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. That is over the middle and intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football at their own 40.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Foye Oluokun with the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rattler. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run here with Kamara. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun snap here for Rattler. A pass taken in by Miller. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole for the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
To throw on 2nd down is Rattler. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Craig Palmer. Touchdown Saints. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. The Saints move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run it. It's Rodriguez. They're trying to find somewhere to go, but the defense with other ideas. They stop him. That'll be no gain.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now, faking the give. And
oh, yeah, good drop. They did that shit again.
Might tell you after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Now facing third down and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's brought in by Myers. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong.
Yeah, I knew it.
This, it's a fake.
Yeah,
this is going to
I
be
knew it.
incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They've turned it over on down.
41-yard line.
On the give, this is Kamara. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
At the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Rattler. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Here, a short one to Taysom Hill. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Rattler gonna throw. That's gonna be pulled in by Kamara. And that's gonna be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
It's a give now to Kamara. No saying has scored more. Alvin Kamara back in the end zone again. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now the extra point.
Charlie Smith on for the extra point.
He knocks it through, and the Saints go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
14. Charlie Smith to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30.
Bro, kick that bitch out the back of the end zone. Y'all tripping.
40-yard line. Good return.
1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down. Throwing now from the gun. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here.
We shit 5-3. He having the game.
Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, no. You can't let him do you like that, 27.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 20.
You can't let him do you like that, big dog. That is disgusting. How you let that man play you just now. Kind of my fault, though. That disguise was ugly.
set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got Myers on the completion. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
He'll step up and run.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and a yard. Here's Rodriguez. And he will have a Jaguars first down. He will convert. Third and short, and they pick up goal.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, yeah, you clowning. Let's get up out of here.
Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance.
That nigga jumped that bitch and caught it with one hand. That's the second one-hand pick for the day.
I mean, it's just a tough spot for a quarterback. Fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know you have to kind of force the ball downfield a little bit if you're going to have any chance of coming back. And the defense is just sitting back there saying, no, throw it at us. Thank you. We'll take it. And they end up taking that one back for a touchdown. And it looks like it's celebration time right now on that sideline.
Abdullah now to return. And he's down at the 23. And that will take over.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
To throw, Mullins. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now Mullins. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That one broken up. It's incomplete.
You don't want to let me try to intercept the ball. It's crazy.
It'll set up third down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board. And there's an element of instincts. There's an element of understanding offensive game plan. And then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can. And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. That is
catch. He had a linebacker on him. Caught me in the
and he's going to have the Jaguars first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down. Back to throw. Mullins. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
That one complete to Cozio. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
12-yard gain on the play.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Mullins. Flush to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Jacksonville.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
He's got the tight end, Cozio.
Boy, got to fumble that.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down. Mullins to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case,
come on, bro. Oh, yeah. Oh!
Touchdown, Jaguars.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
On now for the extra point.
That is crazy.
The kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Well, I heard that.
Jaguars 21.
I heard that.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back
Kick that
to
bitch
it
out of
as
bounds.
the kicks away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Rattler now back to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch.
They'll run on 1st down with Kamara. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5.
That nigga likes that wide.
Again here with Kamara.
Likes that wide 9.
Down inside the 40.
It's not a good look if I'm trying to run down the clock.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
New set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Rattler. He'll swing this out to Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
60 red. 60 red.
They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen coming.
You block your nigga, I'm walking in the end zone, bro.
They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
On 2nd down, here's Rattler. Out to his right, taking off, and he scrambles for about 5 yards. That will lead to a 3rd down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. That one out wide for Kamara. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Black 40. Ready, ready. Hut, hut. Ready.
They snap it to Rattler. And he will go down.
That nigga was wide open.
They got him. That puts a serious dent into any chances of mounting a comeback. They'll turn it over on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
He'll get this one out to Allen. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
A gain of 12. And the Jaguar first down.
Here's Mullins. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
Supposed to be my pick. They ain't gonna let me switch to the nigga Kool-Aid.
Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackman.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
So this one, a win for the Saints as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. do it. For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners. As we say, so long from New Orleans.
He had a good game. Shuck had a good game too. Quarterbacks performed well. We don't care about them. Yeah, man. Build on this. Great game on the ground. Kendrick got a touchdown. Got Jordan Tyson involved. We didn't get a Lave a catch. Got the Rook a sack. This nigga balled the fuck out. Well played, man. Well played. I don't like that last touchdown, though. What the highlights at? They don't even want to show the replay. It was so butt. That shit crazy. Yeah, Ford, what up, Big Texas? We need some linebacker depth. So you being better. Shit.